Hey everyone! It's with great excitement that I welcome you to the very first episode of AI Unveiled. In this episode, we'll demystify the basics, explore pursuits, and manage AI projects together with the Tahniat Khan. Tahniat is a proud alumna of Schulich School of Business, where she studied a Master of Management and Artificial Intelligence. Tahniat is also a certified project manager, proficient in process improvement. Her extensive experience comes from roles at esteemed organizations like Toronto Transit Commission, CAPCO, and currently Vector Institute. Before we begin, I would like to clarify that our dialogue is intended to educate and inspire. It's not to represent the opinions, views, or policies of any specific institution. So, without further ado, here's some AI unveiled just for you. Like when you go to the park and you sit under the blue sky, and then you wonder to yourself, what is that artificial intelligence that we're talking about day and night? How would Tanya define artificial intelligence and define AI?
So I'll start with what AI is not, and then I'll come to where AI
Yeah.
is. So when people think of AI, people think of highly intelligent machines with conscious emotions or subjective experience.
Yes.
But we don't have that, right? Not today.
Yeah.
So AI systems lack consciousness, self-awareness, and intuitive thinking capabilities that humans possess.
Yeah.
Then AI systems are not immune to errors or biases because these systems rely heavily on the data it's been trained on. So if the data is flawed or insufficient, it produces incorrect or biased results.
Yeah.
And most importantly, despite their abilities to perform complex tasks, AI systems do not eliminate the need for human in the loop. Human judgment, creativity, and ethical considerations are still essential in many domains. Now, coming to the part what AI is. So, AI aims to enable machines to learn and make decisions in a manner similar to humans.
Okay.
So AI can replicate human cognitive abilities such as understanding natural language, recognizing images, and solving complex problems. AI can learn from data and experience. In fact, it can improve its performance over time through techniques like machine learning and deep learning.
Yeah.
Then AI can use to automate various tasks. It can assist in decision making, and it does that by analyzing large data set, detecting patterns in the data, and providing insights to support human decision making.
Nice. And then you touched on two very important things. The misconceptions about AI and also the AI effect on the job market. Because, once you start to throw in AI in the mix, all people think like, oh, it's going to take over jobs. Can you elaborate on that? Maybe you can start with like the AI misconceptions and then talk about like jobs and whatnot.
Yeah, misconception, myths. So, one amusing AI myth I've come across is the idea that AI can read people's mind or know their deepest secrets.
Yeah.
And these myths often arise from a misunderstanding of AI capabilities.
Yeah.
And also the fear that AI algorithms can access and translate our thoughts or innermost thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's very important to debunk this myth and clarify that AI cannot read minds.
Okay.
So while AI models like ChatGPT are highly advanced in processing and generating text, they do not possess the ability to directly access an individual's thoughts, their memory. This misconception, I think, may stem from AI ability to provide relevant recommendations.
Yeah.
However, this is fundamentally different from mind reading. AI relies on external cues and explicit input or past behavior to make recommendations rather than having access to our unspoken thoughts or our secrets, right?
Right. I think it's because the accuracy of AI or what we have interacted with AI so far is so accurate and so high, so people start to like build these fears like I am being tracked, and it's reading my mind, and there's a lot of interference in my life. Yeah, so it's comforting to hear that this is a misconception. And so what is about that fear that is related to AI is going to replace humans?
So, see, with the introduction of disruptive technologies like computers, internet, electricity, these disruptive technologies always lead to change in the job market,
Yeah.
and AI is no exception. So, while it's true that certain categories of job may be impacted or even eliminated, it's important to consider that effects of AI on employment are complex,
Yeah.
and it can vary across industries and job roles.
Okay.
So, though entry level jobs may be more susceptible to automation, it's not limited to just those positions. Take higher skilled professions like doctors, radiologists. AI is affecting their jobs by automating certain aspects of their work or augmenting their capabilities. However, it's worth noting that while some jobs may be eliminated, new job opportunities, new roles will actually are emerging as a result of AI. And these roles are focusing on managing, developing, leveraging AI systems and data. In addition to that, there are tasks that require human skills such as creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, complex problem solving. These tasks are less likely to be fully replaced by AI. So rather than focusing solely on job elimination, it's crucial to consider the potential for job transformation,
Yeah.
the creation of new roles, and the importance of acquiring skills that complement and work alongside AI technologies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very interesting to hear, because the first thing that you would think about when you hear AI is going to replace people is maybe you think about the admin rules or things like that, data entry, stuff like that. But no one would go to the extent, or like in the general public, to think that, oh wait, radiologists have that also there's a threat for them to be replaced by AI. But it's good to mention that AI or the automation kind of creates a new job rather than replace or like fix some inefficiency that are currently existing, and so that people can do whatever they're doing better and more efficient.
True, and it's not just AI. Before that, they were computers, internet. People had the same fears, but people have to look the patterns which followed after that. I think that would eliminate a lot of fears associated with AI job elimination.
Yeah, amazing. So talking, about AI accessibility, or the general public, because in January of 2023, there came like the big buzz about ChatGPT, and almost everyone, is using ChatGPT in one way or another. Are there any other, like, how accessible is AI actually to the general public? Is it only like ChatGPT is like a very high quality AI tool available, or are there similar ones, or should we expect some sort of similar tools in the future?
So that's an interesting question, and I'll start with my own home. So a few months back, I bought LG Turbo Wash 360. And this appliance is a very good example of how AI is changing the way we complete our tasks. So this LG Turbo Wash 360 has built-in AI. So sensors in that machine detect the volume and weight of each load. And then these sensors identify the fabric, and machine uses this information to select the optimal watt cycle for each load.
That's very nice.
That is very impressive. It has made my life so much easier when it comes to doing laundry.
Amazing. Yes.
So when it comes to the other uses, you see AI-powered automation systems are being used by Netflix, Spotify, on the e-commerce websites like Amazon, eBay, then on social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube. And it also depends on people's interests. Like, for example, Copilot's been extensively used by programmers, right?
Yes.
Number of people which are using ChatGPT is increasing every day.
Yeah.
And there's a friend of mine, she's interested in photography. She can't stop talking about Adobe Firefly. The beta version is out.
Oh, nice.
So she really loves it.
Amazing. Well, that's very exciting. So AI has been actually, has been integrated in our lives long before January of 2023, just that we didn't, maybe not all of us realized it fully, and realized its impact. So maybe shifting gears a little bit to the Master of Management in AI, in artificial intelligence at Schulich. What factors influenced your decision to, wake up one day, be like, I am going there, I'm going to do that master's?
So I'm sorry to disappoint, but they are not exciting factors or exciting stories here.
They're very exciting.
It's not
Let us
that
hear, and then we'll judge.
So it's not that I wanted to change the world. I still don't, and it's not that
you are changing the world.
And it's not that I witnessed any injustice and I decided to do anything. Nor it's like it was my childhood dream, but life happened. Out of sheer boredom, I decided to go for MMAI.
That's very interesting. But it's a cool degree. It's a cool.
It is cool degree.
When you're bored.
During pandemic, how our routines were drastically changed.
Yeah.
Right? I had an ample time to reflect at my life, my career paths, my career choices.
Yeah.
And it was during that time I realized that I was not enjoying my work. And I was not looking forward to my workday. In addition to that, I was reading a book, Limitless, by Jim Quick. Very inspiring, very motivating book.
Yeah.
So, seeking a more challenging, exhilarating endeavor, I decided to pursue MMAI. And I was very sure of what I wanted from this program. Like, I wanted to enhance my presentation skills, my managerial abilities, my technical expertise, my ethical understanding, all related to within the context of AI. Yeah. And Schulich, with its full-time program, appeared to be the ideal choice, as its courses were perfectly aligned with my goal.
Yeah.
And I must say, Schulich provided the right resources, platform, opportunities to support my journey.
That's amazing. That's actually very inspiring. I love that. Never settle. If you wake up, you're not enjoying something in your life, go and change it.
And it was not that one day I woke up and I said, let's go for MMAI. I looked a lot into it. I looked at other people's career paths and I realized that, if I go for this degree, it would really help me to get to something more exciting, which I would enjoy. And that's exactly what happened.
Amazing. I'm so glad to hear. That's fantastic. So what key courses you mentioned? You mentioned a couple of things that you loved at Schulich, but maybe what are your, the major courses that maybe you liked and you found very valuable? And are there any resources or strategies that you recommend to students to focus on in order to maximize their learnings and gains out of these courses?
So one course at Schulich which surpassed all my expectations in terms of learning, skill development, and analytical thinking is the case analysis and presentation course in term 1.
Yeah, I really liked that one too.
So joy and encouragement truly brought out the best in me. So each day at work, I find myself applying the knowledge, strategies, and techniques I acquired in that course. I highly encourage all students to participate in case analysis competition after taking this class.
Amazing.
Furthermore, there was visual analytics and modeling course in term 2. That course opened up a world of storytelling with data.
Yes.
And this is a very practical and highly sought after skill in the AI field.
Yeah.
Equally important is the managing change in term 2. because adapting to change is never straightforward.
Yes.
And AI is
For
all
sure.
about bringing change in our lives at workplace. So this course really equips students with the necessary knowledge and tools to navigate the challenges of managing change at the complex organization level.
Yeah, I feel that change management just goes hand in hand with AI.
True.
Related to what we're talking about earlier, it's the fears and the misconceptions and whatnot. They will naturally create some sort of human resistance.
Exactly.
And having the right managers who can manage these changes is something is very necessary.
And yes, and a resistance to change is very natural for every human being.
Yeah.
You take a form, even at home, you are doing things in a certain way and you change it. It takes time to adopt that change. And that's true for or at the organization's level as well.
Yes.
People take time to adopt that change. And with AI, there are a lot of fears.
Yes.
Right? And it is changing the way people are doing work, the way people are thinking, the way people are making decisions.
Yeah.
So there has to be very good change management team, change management strategies and approaches. And this course really opens up that world for you, how to manage change.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. I found it. I too found it very valuable. Because again, the discomfort that comes with breaking the routine or breaking the usual, or just pushing the limits. So let's talk a little bit about project management in AI. So how is AI project management is different than the usual project management? Are there specific methodologies and approaches that would work for AI project management or?
So managing AI project present unique challenges compared to traditional projects.
Yeah.
If I have to pick top three, maybe top four, I would say number one is the ethical consideration.
Okay.
Because AI raises ethical concerns such as bias in algorithm, data privacy, algorithmic decision making. Second would be the uncertainty, because exploring data is an integral part of any AI project. And this exploring of data and experimenting with new technologies and algorithms can lead to uncertainty in project requirements.
Yes.
And on top of that, the desired outcomes are not always clearly defined at the beginning of the project. Then project managers must address challenges related to data acquisition, cleaning, and pre-processing. Another challenge I would say is the complex technical implementation, including algorithmic selection, model development, hyperparameter tuning, integration with existing system. These are all very real challenges which you not always see in traditional project management. And these challenges really affect the scope, schedule, and budget of the project.
Right.
Now, there are different strategies, there are different approaches to address these challenges.
Yeah.
So, I would suggest to embrace an iterative project management methodology.
Yeah.
So, that's way we can accommodate evolving requirements and uncertainty. Because in iterative approach, we have frequent feedback loops, right? Continuously stakeholder involvement and incremental development. And all this can help manage changing project dynamics effectively.
Yeah.
Risk management is very important in AI projects. So addressing risk specific to AI projects such as data quality issues, algorithmic bias, regulatory compliance, privacy, security. It's very important to minimize potential negative impacts on the project, and you can do that by developing risk mitigation strategies and establishing contingency plans. Very important is to establish ethical framework guidelines, because you need to guide decision making throughout the project. So consider ethical implication from the very early stages.
Yeah.
Involve relevant experts, integrate ethical consideration into project design, development, and deployment processes.
Yeah.
And very important is to address the challenges. Very important approach to address the challenges related to AI project is to encourage a culture of continuous learning, experimentation, foster strong collaboration among project stakeholders, including data scientists, domain experts, business representatives, and developers. Because when we talk about AI projects, people usually think of data scientists or data analysts.
Yeah.
How important they are, like business representatives, domain experts, uh, that's beyond imagination. They would add so much value and they would keep the project on the right track within the scope of the project.
Right, yeah. And I think because, the uncertainty in the world of AI, just because it's a cool tool that is somewhat new, but then it's evolving quite rapidly. And with such a thing, the try something, go check back and fix something, the different iteratives in the process, in the timeline is very important. But also when it comes to the ethics associated with it, it's very important to have that very solid base. Just because the impact that such things will have. It's a bit of it goes into like that sensitive zone, the dangerous zone. There's some sort of negativity, so it's very important to establish at least some baselines at the beginning, and then go back and tweak as we learn more about AI and we gain more experience with managing its projects. So, what advice would you give to aspiring project managers in the field of AI? Like, what are the skills, knowledge that they should be focusing on most of the time?
So, managing AI project requires a blend of technical knowledge, project management skills, and domain expertise.
Yeah.
So, I would say develop a solid understanding of AI, as that would help you to engage effectively with technical team members, understand project requirements, and make informed decisions.
Yeah.
Communication is very important, both verbal and written, because as a project manager, you need to effectively communicate complex technical concepts related to AI to non-technical stakeholders and vice versa. Good team management skills, collaboration, conflict resolutions are always important. Stay updated with AI trends and advancements. This field of AI is rapidly evolving. Stay updated with the latest trends, research papers, advancements in AI technologies. I would suggest to attend conferences, workshops, webinars, participate in AI communities to stay connected with AI community.
Yeah.
This will help you to understand emerging technologies, industry best practices, potential challenges, and opportunities in AI projects. Familiarize yourself with agile principles and practices, because that would help you to effectively manage the iterative nature of AI projects, handling changing requirements and enable continuous improvement. Understand ethical considerations really well, because AI projects often involve ethical considerations related to data privacy, algorithmic bias, and societal impacts.
Yeah.
Develop an understanding of ethical frameworks and guidelines related to AI. Engage with experts in the fields of AI ethics to ensure responsible and ethical practices are followed throughout your project life cycle. Very important is to gain practical experience by working on AI projects or participating in AI related initiatives. Seek every opportunity to contribute to AI project, even if it's in the supporting role initially. This hands-on experience will help you to understand the niche of managing AI projects, learn from real-world challenges, and refine your managing skills in the context of AI.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for that wealth of information. because like we would sit in class, learn about things, but they won't like quite resonate well unless, I would hear things like this from you. So thank you so much for sharing all of these informations. I'm pretty sure, I myself feel very lucky to hear all of that, and I'm pretty sure that my classmates and all the people who want to go into AI, will find this very, very valuable.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course, of course.